This is Jim Krenn. Listen to the Double D Show on Idiot Radio. I love these guys.
Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
Brace yourself for an earth-quaking shock. Nothing you have ever seen, nothing you have ever felt could prepare you for this colossus of entertainment.
The Double D.
Well, we're about a week away. Less than a week away, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Big comedy show. We got big guests in the studio today. How's it going, Mike?
Good, good. How are you doing?
I miss you when you're on here. I really do.
Well, I was here last week. Shit.
And Jack Splat's running the co-pilot.
Attention all flight members, please buckle your seatbelts. We'll be taking off as we go. Do not call the show.
You mean 412-407-SHOW?
Yeah,
that
right.
number?
It will not be answered.
Speaking of that, that's also the Anytime line. We got
Right.
We got a call. You know, we have our infamous call for big TJ's mom.
Oh, yeah.
Recently. Mel, the nurse, was in studio last week, or 2 weeks ago, and somebody did not like her. Not a fan.
How can you not like Mel?
I don't know. Well, we love her, but
where'd they do that at?
it was a Philadelphia listener, so they don't even like Santa Claus there.
They don't like the Eagles neither, but you know.
And filling in for the guys today, I called Brett Paradise. I don't know where he is. He was supposed to fill in for Vinny.
Oh, God.
You never know.
And
that was the perfect person.
For Tim and TJ, I went on. I had to go call reinforcements. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Stop right there. You know what? You keep pointing out every tweezed, plucked, shaved, skinny, wannabe muscle boy.
Oh, God.
And I'm through.
Yeah.
You want to know what kind of M-A-N
Oh,
makes
yeah.
me H-O-T?
Yeah, baby.
I want a bear.
Yeah.
I want a bear. Big and cuddly.
Woo!
Motherfucker all horny.
Look, he's getting warm already.
I
Look
know.
at it.
Look, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. My eyebrows was getting wet.
Let's welcome back our good friend Brian Jerome.
Yeah, what up,
Hey,
B?
what up, Big Mike?
What's going on,
Jack,
B?
you noticed Jack where Jack sat today.
I know. My baby
you
usually sit next to me.
didn't check his prison pocket.
Ooh.
Look for his keys.
Yeah.
We'll let Mr. Paradise sit next to him.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
I'll
Lord.
take his ass to paradise, all right. No, bitch. You gonna be Big B's bitch, motherfucker.
All right.
Not as crazy as he is.
All right.
They'll be
Might
on there
throw him
making
back.
out.
Would you say I'll be in a little corner like, oh, Lord Jesus, put me back in the womb.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm interested if he does show up. I'm interested to. I keep looking over the deck to see.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm interested to see what
I
happens.
think he's going to come up in a rocket and just fly up.
Oh, my God.
Come in with like a Goldberg entrance.
Well, as long as he don't damage the pub, we can't have that.
Yeah.
Not with
We don't
6
have that
days
in
left
our-
for the show.
No, we don't have our insurance for that.
Yeah, exactly.
But since you talked about the show, we got a big comedy show coming up Saturday. The date's September 30th, right here at the Brookline Pub. We got a sponsor. Since the last time I've seen everybody, Stoney's is sponsoring the show for us.
Very good, very good.
So we'll be all drinking Stoney's that night.
You'll be drinking Stony.
The president of Stoney's will actually be here for the show.
Good shit.
Wow. Right.
He also, I had a nice meeting with him for. It's crazy, doing the show and everything. The people you never would probably ever meet in your life, and then I'm sitting down with the president of Stoney's. They have such a cool story.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna bring him on soon after the event, if he still likes us after the event. But
we just gotta keep him away from Vinny as much as we can.
We gotta, it's Vinny's and Brett's birthday. That
I
day,
know.
too,
That's why I
so.
said it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be Vinny's
But,
birthday tue.
They're gonna do more with us. And
Sounds good.
To learn more about Stoney's and their great history, go to stoniesbeer.com. Pure, honest beer, Stoney's. Us, Stoney's, and the Brookline Teen Outreach all come together. We're going to do this comedy show called Woofy Comes Home, stand-up comedy show. And it's featuring the headliner, Matt Wolfarth, who is also a Brookline guy, born... Yeah. I don't know if he was born here, but he was raised here.
Right.
He told the story of his uncle, and they would go to two places, the Boulevard Lounge and they would go to Hong Kong restaurant in Dormont or something.
Right. Yeah.
But he, for those of you who don't know him as Matt Wolfarth, he also goes by Wolfie, and earlier in his career he went by Buzz Nutley. He has books. He's a well-seasoned. He's been on Comedy Central, Bob and Tom, nationally syndicated radio and stuff like that. So he's going to be bringing some friends with him. Michael Cohen's going to be hosting. Jordan Moore will be here. Our good buddy Ty Mack is going to do a set. I think he's doing that as a favor for me.
Oh, that's good shit.
And the feature of the evening will be here Friday. Tyler Ray Kendrick. The show starts at 8 p.m. Tickets are just $10 and $5 from every ticket sold will be donated to the Brookline Teen Outreach, where I'll also be teaching my podcast class in less than 2 weeks, which is awesome.
Good luck with that.
I know, right?
I love the vote of confidence I'm getting from the.
I think I might join the class.
Come on.
Yeah.
You can be the teacher's pet.
Oh, jeez. Don't threaten me with a good time.
How do you know? Ask my wife. Well, we got a big guest coming in, and I'm going to do a couple things before we bring him. I found a cool song.
No.
And see if you guys know what it is. It's a classic, and it's a new spin on a classic, I guess. Know it? Almost sounds like The Weeknd, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's a classic. No?
Usher?
It's a classic. Think soundtrack.
Michael Jackson.
Think soundtrack. No?
I'm lost too.
Right.
Late 70s movie.
Late 70s.
Holy
Lord.
I was born in 80.
fucking
What the hell?
born.
I was born in 80.
70, Todd. I was born in 74. I was 6.
Listen to the hook. No? You're gay. You should know this.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Don't all gay people like Grease?
No, like, look, let me tell you something. You see,
We talked about this.
I know there's
You
like different categories
Wow.
of gay. Like,
you like Little Kim,
yeah,
not Cher,
and,
right?
yeah, like Cher. I just got into Cher maybe like 5 fucking years ago.
Boy, you're black and gay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like you act like we just sit around and watch old movies with fucking Dorothy Dandridge and shit.
That's because he does.
Yeah, I'm
But
black.
Every high school did Grease, a version.
I went to a public hood high school.
All right.
Yeah, makes 2 of us.
I don't know.
Yeah, you got the game all the way the fucked up.
I don't know.
Hey, Jerome,
I'm
you
gay,
know this,
'cause I
don't you?
knew
You know
this.
this song, right? You're gay.
That's like you're like, oh yeah, you know that gay guy from South Central. Just because we all gay, we have a
Well, I don't know. I mean,
have
I
a
like
network of
Grease,
gay
and I'm
people.
not gay. I mean, well, on Fridays
Oh,
sometimes.
Hey, how come I'm not around on Fridays?
Oh, you talked about Cher.
Look at him trying to clean it up now. Look at
I
this.
know, right?
Yeah, ain't that some bullshit?
We had to go to a stoplight real quick.
I should have broke the glass.
Yeah, you should have.
Twice.
Well, let's change the subject. Come
Yeah, please.
before Brian gets mad at me.
Oh, I won't get mad, big dog.
Just get glad.
Well,
You're right. Hey. Surrounded by joy.
So we have this phone number, 412-407-SHOW, and it's called our Anytime line, and we got a call. And I was saying, Mel, somebody does not like Mel the nurse, and it's a guy from Philadelphia. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Mike's like shaking his head.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah, hey, this is Bob from Philadelphia. This message was up to Mel the nurse. I don't know. But anyway, your voice is so freaking annoying. So just stop it. You're horrible. No, you need to stop it. So take your stupid ass voice, your stupid goddamn little laugh, and get the hell out of here. I've had enough of you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
damn.
wow.
So
He sounds like he's angry.
he did not hold back.
At all.
Philadelphia. So Mel the nurse,
Don't go to Philly.
she'll be back. So I probably should warn that guy not to listen that day. Maybe we're gonna do breast exams coming up in October.
I want to be here for that show.
Okay, you can do Tim's.
hey.
I'm not Tim. Don't look at me.
No, I'm sorry. I know you're Jack, but every so once in a while they say somebody's name, I just look to you. You are my dummy.
Wishful thinking.
Boy.
I know.
Well, we have royalty in the studio.
As always.
Tip your hat, boys. Tip your hat.
Fresh off his trip from Italy,
Ooh.
Yeah.
the icon,
Yes.
the godfather of Pittsburgh radio. We're kissing the ring today.
Watch out.
The one and only Jim Krenn. is in the
Hey.
I just want to thank you guys for having me. You're all made men as of today.
Oh, shit.
It means a kiss on the cheek for everyone.
I think I got my new victim.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
Honored to be here,
welcome
guys.
back.
Honored to be here. I mean that. One of my favorite experiences when we did the show last time, man. This is my favorite show. I love it. I talk about it with my wife, and it reminds me of when I was on the radio in the 90s, which means is a big compliment. This one was just freewheeling to me and crazy, and you guys are massive
You don't know how
talents,
awesome
man.
that is to hear you say it. I mean, like, we keep it like your show is the top one on the podcast. Like, the new ones go underneath it.
Well,
It stays at the top.
I'm a huge.
It's like our
fan.
we brag a lot that you're right here. we put it's on our our Facebook cover page. You with us, and
You're my guys.
all
I'm honored to be a small part,
that's
man.
awesome.
I'm going to ride you guys' coattails.
Hey, we're honored.
I tell you, I'm feeling very Trump right now. I'm just feeling complimentary. You're really, really tremendous. Really, we're gonna do a show. We're gonna be tired of winning. We're gonna be tired of winning by the end of the show. I really believe that. I really do.
I was just reading Hillary's book. What happened? Which I'm writing her book that rebutted what happened. You fucking ran. That's what happened, Hillary.
I don't know how to read, so
But it's funny because in the book she complains about everybody, the reasons she lost.
so
And
she doesn't take blame for anything.
not really. I saw and Bill is interviewed a lot too about while they're promoting the book. And Bill's just saying shit like, this is a good woman. She is a good woman. I mean, she has walked in on me with 3 naked cheerleaders.
Right.
Scissors in her hand. And never, ever cut me. Never. Just walked out. That's a good woman. And she has this look every time he speaks. I'm serious. Watch it next time. Watch Hillary. Her eyes are just wide as saucers.
Demonic.
Like as if Bill just asked to fuck her. She says that. Look, what would you say? But I did not ask to have sex with that woman. President Trump, of course, he's every day.
It's really, really, the Chinese are killing us. They're really killing us. I mean, I've gone to Pittsburgh several times, and I've gone to Homestead, and I've told them I'm going to get those steel mills flowing again. I really do. I do. The Chinese guy, P.F. Chang's still there. I told you about him. Taking over. I hate him.
I
hate
think
that
he's.
guy. I told you about him.
I'm mad Brett's not here because we could have them do like dueling Trumps because he does a Trump.
He's a tremendous. Brett's good man, good guy, tough guy.
Trump always says it.
I think
Tough
he's
guy.
trying to throw it on purpose. I think he's trying to. At this point now, I think he's just trying to get booted now on purpose.
Yeah.
Probably.
I think
It's
he's
too much
bored.
for him.
Yeah.
I think it's too much for him.
Yeah.
It's for like I could be partying in Atlantic City. The only one.
Hey, I will tell you. Go ahead.
I got a sponsor for Jim being here today. Like last time, we had Pants and That sponsors show, and this is part of the reason why Tim's not here today. This sponsor.
Look, I didn't want it to come to this, but it looks like we're going to have the talk. Getting spayed will be good for you, I promise. You're too young to be a mom. Look at you. Listen, neutering's all the rage. Trust me, everyone's getting it done. Everyone. You're multiplying like, well, you're multiplying like. It'll be okay. I'll hold your paw through the entire thing. Contact Animal Friends for low-cost spay or neutering. Spay PGH or go to thinkingoutsidecage.org. Stop staring at her. That's what's getting you in trouble.
So Tim's not here because he's recovering from getting neutered. So that's why Tim's not here today.
It's funny.
Oh, my God.
I just did a thing with Animal Friends last week, a big fundraiser, and it's funny. People asked if Ralph the cat was real. Did Ralph the cat for a lot of years on the radio, and he was real. He lived to 17 years old. And it was amazing, man. He really did love catnip. That's where the burnout thing came from, man. He was crazy about catnip. It was nuts. I couldn't. If you open up the catnip like Tupperware thing, you could last see him on the 3rd floor. As soon as I hit that thing, he'd be at my feet like, hello, Clarice.
Like in no time.
Yeah, you grew up on a farm, didn't you, Clarice? What's wrong with you, Ralph?
Oh, man.
Well, we got a big comedy show on the 30th, but you have a big comedy show coming up on the 29th.
Yes.
It's a Jim Krenn comedy show, Friday, September 29th, 8 p.m. at Mario's Dockside Grill, 1420 Riverside Drive in Beaver, PA.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that show, and I'm gonna try and stop. I'm gonna try and stop over in the 30th.
Oh, please. That'd be awesome.
Say hey to you
That'd be
guys
awesome.
and jump up and do a few minutes if I can.
You can buy your tickets at jimkrenn.com for that.
Thanks,
Very
guys.
good, man.
So
Appreciate
a good
it.
weekend of comedy.
You
Big
can't,
weekend.
you can't beat it. Right.
Appreciate it. I'm still recovering from Italy, guys. I can tell you, Italy.
Yeah, I was
It was
just
unbelievable,
going
guys. Incredible. You guys been to Italy yet? Been around?
No.
No, believe me, I'm a Pittsburgh
I
kid.
make it to Bloomfield.
I'm like that. No, believe me.
A little Italy.
That's the closest you get into Italy.
I'm like that too. I'm a Pittsburgh kid. Before that, my big vacation was Geauga Lake.
Well, tell the
So,
guys who you went on this trip. It was like a Pittsburgh dream team went to Italy together.
I got to party with Donnie Iris, Larry Richard, and Bruno Sammartino.
Wow. Right. Damn.
I'm sure Bruno's like Elvis over there.
He was. He was. He is Elvis over there. And it's the amazing thing is when his career, the illustrious career, he sold out Madison Square Garden, guys, 187 times as the headliner.
Yeah,
that's an amazing
crazy.
number, right? 187 times. And he would tell me stories. Like we'd be sitting at the bar in the night or whatever, and Larry would always egg him on to tell a story. One he told me, he goes, hey, Bruno, tell Jimmy the story about the time you fought an orangutan. I'm like, what? Yeah, what?
I've heard that
And he goes into the story, man, where he's like, well, Jimmy goes, he was just starting to wrestle around Pittsburgh, and because I was only making $2 an hour, like doing construction, but he's wrestling, and he just had a kid, and he had to make money. So this guy comes up and says, hey, if you wrestle my monkey at this fair, it's like some kind of county fair, like some Butler or wherever it was, right. Wrestle the monkey, and I'll give you $150. And he's like, wow, $150, I'm making $2 an hour, I'm in. So he said, he goes out there and he's thinking it's like a little chimpanzee monkey or something, like it's a joke. And it was going to be 2 falls, okay? He gets a little break, and he said he's standing there, and all of a sudden they wheel out this big cage, and it's an orangutan. It's like 8 feet tall or something.
Wow.
It's got like a mask on so it doesn't bite him. And I'm like, what'd you do? And he says, well, I needed the money. So they start the fight, and he said the thing like jumped across the ring and like grabbed him by like the wrist and starts punching him.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So Bruno's like fighting him off, and I said, he said he's looking down, he's bleeding, he's got blood claws and everything. He gets to the end of the first fall, and he's like, I don't think I can do the second half because I got to do it. I'm down to 50. So he says he gets out there, the crowd's screaming, and the orangutan jumps on him again, gets him in a headlock, and I can't breathe. He said, got him in a headlock, his whole twisting his neck, and he looks and he sees the thing's stomach moving. It's like, and he says, oh, a soft spot. So he decides, he says, I'll hit it with all my might. So he leans back and just crushes this thing. It goes up and bang down.
Oh,
he knocked it out.
Oh, wow.
The crowd goes out of their mind.
And
then, no, but the worst thing is the guy walks in the ring and goes, you hurt my monkey. He said, what? He didn't pay him.
Brian's heard that a few times.
Oh, yeah. I heard a lot of monkeys these days.
Wow.
Is that incredible, man?
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, what a life, though. What a great trip, though, guys. Incredible.
What was the coolest thing from Italy that you bring home?
It's funny. Cuban cigars. No kidding. Yeah, that was the best part about it, though. It's funny. You go all those thousands of miles and see all these great pieces of artwork. But the funnest part was hanging with Donnie and Larry and Bruno, with the boys.
Wow.
We could have did that in Bloomfield.
Who was the craziest on the trip?
Craziest, I'd say Probably Donnie, a little bit, not crazy, but he likes to party. He likes to party, which I love about him. We found a Steeler bar there, which is weird.
Was this social?
Wow.
Was this social, or were you guys working?
It was pretend work.
Okay.
It was pretend work. We're doing videos.
That's even beautiful.
And we were working on Bruno's documentary, which is going to be coming out.
Oh,
but it was cool. You go in the room, and there's a Steeler bar there. And it's really wild, man, because you're in Rome where no one can speak, they're English, really. That's their language. Would you believe it? Italian's their language. I know. I couldn't believe it either. But you walk in the Steeler bar, I'm not kidding, 2 seconds in at the bar, 3 people. Hey, Jimmy, Krenn, what are you doing? They're from Blonde Ox. I'm like, hey, we've got 3 guys from Blonde Ox. I'm like, oh man. It's Pittsburgh and Italy, man.
That's crazy.
It is strange, though, the whole language barrier thing. But, I thought for some reason, like the 5th day, that I could do it. Like I knew a couple words by then, I knew chow and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I needed a shaver. It's to get a razor, it's a regular shaver. So I just go, that's easy enough. I walk down the street, I go to a supermarket, and I go like this, a pantomime razor. And the guy hands me a can of soup. I know, I didn't know what to say. I go, grazie. I took it.
Grazie.
I bought it. Grazie to you.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's an interesting trip.
That's good. Had a good time in Italy, and then you got a lot going on with your Facebook live videos, and you're getting a lot of hits that way.
I've been getting hundreds of thousands of views on these videos, which is cool. I love it. Just go to the Jim Krenn fan page. That's it. Yeah. That's simple. We put out 2 videos a week. It's just usually me in my backyard with my cigar, just telling stories about what happened in my life. Like one of them, I'll tell you this because it's all true stuff. As you know, that's the funniest shit. The true stuff that happens to you. Right. See, I've been married, guys, for 23 years. And this happened about a month ago. But I'm going. We live in the South Side now. We tell Mike we live in the South Side. I love it there. So block away is the drugstore, and I have to go there to get some stuff, whatever, paper towel, etc. My wife gives me the dreaded, could you get me a box of tampons? Yes. And I'm like, yeah, all right. And I'm 23 years married. You think it'd be nothing for me, but it still bothered me. Yeah. And she actually wrote it down, too, just to jag me on it with it. Yeah, tampons. So I go in a store. I'm in the Rite Aid. I'm walking around. I know everybody here because that's next, like I said, it's a block away. We go to say, hey, Jim, hi. So I'm walking around. I can't find a fucking tampon. And it's kind of crowded. There's people around. So I walk up to the guy in behind the register, nice guy. And I go, hey, could you tell me where the tampons are? Like that. He's discreet with me. He goes, yeah. They're down aisle 1. I'm like, all right. So I go down aisle 1, and I see them. And there's my wife's tampons, but they're behind like these boxes. There's like 100 they're like, oh, I know, could you believe? And I didn't even realize, there's like 1,000 fucking tampons for women. I didn't realize they had 90 brands. I'm telling you, they had one with wings or something. Anyway, it wasn't hers. But it's true. And I look behind, I'm like, can't get him the boxes. I'm like, fuck, what do I do? I don't know. I went back to the front, and there's like 8 people there in front. I lean over to the dude and I go, hey, there's some boxes blocking the tampons. I got to get one. And the guy goes loud as fucking could be. The guy 10 feet away from him goes, hey, Joe, can you move the boxes down aisle 1? Jimmy Krenn got to get his tampons. His brand's back there. I couldn't speak with my brand. I know. I couldn't even fight it. I just owned it. Yeah. I just held them, waited in the line. Yeah, my brand.
Yep.
My brand.
Yep, at the bottom.
That's it. So, yeah. But that
is crazy.
I always check them out. You were in one with you did one with Derek Knopfsnyder the one day I saw.
Oh yeah, hanging with Derek a lot, man. He's a funny dude. Yeah, we're talking about writing, man. Writing comedy's a tough thing, isn't it? It takes hours to write, like a minute.
I don't know.
Right? Doing stand-up, it's one of those things. It takes.
You know what? That's probably why I always fuck up because I don't know how to write it.
It's a tough thing. That's the tough thing.
You know what? There's a class. I'm gonna send you info on this class. Actually, Matt teaches it. Yeah. And people rave about it. So maybe that he went, never did stand up before and was a finalist at the improv open mic competition last year.
You're kidding.
So my best work is when I blank out.
That was really
when I get fucked up and blank out. That's my best work.
Isn't that amazing? That was your first time doing it. Basically,
time. It was on a deer.
They just walked up to T-Robe and asked to do it. That was it. Yeah. That's how they got in.
You got to keep doing it then. You're a natural at it. I know. You got to be in the pain.
Well, you know,
it's painful.
If you want to
there's a lot of rejection. There's a lot of Bobs from Philly who call.
I'm not afraid of rejection. It's just the fact that, like, I feel like if I'm not drunk or buzzed, I don't know what to do.
You know what happened?
Look, only at the pub.
The raising of the balloons.
Only at the pub.
And it stopped the fan.
You know what you got? You got to fail. Motor. You got to fail a lot at it. That's what they did. He failed a lot at it, then you get numb to it.
But you know what? Tell you the truth,
you failed big.
I already failed in a lot of other things, so I feel like comedy was just like the cream of the crop. The only thing I got to do.
It came. I think what happened is it came real easy, real fast.
Yeah, it did.
And then
you get the structure.
When you start thinking about it and taking it seriously, that's when I think it threw him off.
It's true. You can't think about it. Just got to get up and just rip, man.
The best part of his act was he does like almost like a redirect. He comes out to the stage. I mean, he's a big, massive guy. He looks like like somebody kick
I'm gonna
your
be all
ass.
like, yeah, what up, dog? What's up? Hey, I'm gonna give you some jokes.
And then
but
he's
then
like,
I come out and talk like this,
hey.
and they're like, hey, they're like, holy shit,
That's funny,
this old big old pound of sugar
And
going.
guess what he does for work?
What?
He's a construction worker.
There you go.
Yeah, heavy highway.
So he has a lot of good jokes about the guys he works with. And
Yeah.
See,
so we got.
it's
I'm gonna
about
tell y'all a real quick story. So we got. I told you we was working in West Virginia.
Yeah.
So the guys got me drunk.
All right.
Lord Jesus, I was all like I'm normal. I'm normally like this, but once I get like drunk, it's like get the rainbow flag because I'm fucking flaming gay. And I was like fucking doing cartwheels and splits and twerking, and the guys the next day at the job was like, do you remember anything you said? You was telling people to pull their dicks out and stuff. I'm like, ooh. That awkward moment at your job. You're like, oh, yeah, I think I'm sick all of a sudden. I need to go home.
That's a pin drop moment.
Yeah, it is. I didn't want to see nobody's face that morning. Nobody's. It was a little bit, then they're like, I want to see Pavilion Brian. I want to see Pavilion. No, you will never see him again. Never.
Wrong answer.
Yeah, wrong. Yeah, you saw him once and you will never see him again. Yeah, that's
Bro, I got to ask you, why? May I ask a gay question?
Go ahead.
Shit. I know. I want to ask.
Go ahead.
Why share? Why do people like share? Like
I don't know. See, you got the wrong gay person.
You said you don't, right?
No, I don't know.
Well, how did that become a thing? I wonder.
Like, how did she become the icon?
But
I think
right. What I think is every decade or whatever has this one person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, for my generation, it's like Christina Aguilera.
Okay, so that's.
You know what I mean? Like,
represent.
But it depends what it's. Gay is broken down into so many things, but I see like some people like gay older men don't spend like $1,000, $2,000 just to see Cher, and I'm like, that bitch is crazy. But then when like Beyonce come to town, I'm like. I'm hitting Liberty Avenue to get tickets to be in the fucking Beehive and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
so that's another era.
I'm like selling fruit cocktail down Liberty Avenue. Like, fuck it, I'll go to the clinic tomorrow. You know?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
I'm not gonna ask.
I wanted to learn.
Every generation has their
somebody, an icon.
Yeah,
an icon.
And it's usually a woman that's a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Oh, he changed the subject on me.
All right. Well, Jim, you got any other projects you're working on? Anything acting coming up? Or
yeah, I just had a movie just came out. It's on Amazon called Another You that I was in with Diego Boneta, and it's out on Amazon for rent. We got a movie coming out in about 6-7 months in post-production called The Great One.
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
we're doing a movie in January in New York with a buddy from Rainmaker Film. So it's
That's
I'm doing
sweet.
some acting stuff. It's kind of fun. It's like to get into just small roles. Trust me, man. You blink, you'll miss me. Like 10, 12 lines.
That's how you build, though.
But it's
keep building. And
yeah, I like it a lot, man. I like the acting and the Facebook thing's been taken real serious.
Have you
too.
ever thought of doing like a sitcom type thing?
I have. And I've been writing some sitcom things, and we've just been getting rejected. It's one of those games.
Yeah,
where
you know what would be the ultimate, though, is get like one of those holding deals.
Yes.
'Cause then you don't actually have to work, and they're just paying you.
Todd, that was the big deal, man. When I started doing stand-up, and the holding deal was the thing, and that's when I got DVE. It was in the late 80s, and I was headlining for about 6 years, and I was to go to L.A., and these two guys were going to manage myself and a few other guys, and the holding deals were pretty much set to go. And I looked like I was going to get a holding deal possibly, and, just had to pass some of the auditions and things. And I went on DVE as a guest, and they were, at the time, they were ranked 17th in the market. They had a morning show that had left, and the ratings had crashed. And so for a couple of years, and Hanna-Barbera of all people was the company. I remember that.
Wow.
Oh, okay. They bought them, and they were.
That was before Clear Channel, right?
Yes, way before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is late '87,
right?
Early '88. The early '88s, like February was when I started. And I went on for a few times as a guest when I was home off the road, ready to move to LA, and I did the characters and impressions, a lot of stuff, like we do now. And that was it, man. The programmer at the time asked if I'd stay, and I said, yeah. And the next thing you know, I stayed 6 months. I thought I was going to only stay 6 months, but the ratings moved from 17th to 8th.
Oh, dang.
And then
So they start throwing money at you.
Yes, then the money came.
Yeah, right.
And then we were number one in about a year, within a little over a year, and then that was 25 years
for
later.
almost 2 decades.
No, I couldn't leave. I love Pittsburgh. It's my home.
Yeah, right.
And I always never wanted to leave Pittsburgh.
Now here's a question: Would you ever go back
to radio?
Yeah.
In the right situation, I would. If it were like with you guys or something like that, it'd have to be this show.
Oh my
It'd have to be this type of show with you guys. With guys like you that are good guys, talented.
It
would be this kind of show. Yes, with you guys, I would do it.
I would.
That's
I
the
would
only
be
way.
sending resumes and tapes, and I'd be at your front door.
That's the only way.
Hey Jim, I'd be taking over for Tim.
It's the only way I do it,
you
man.
Need me? You need me to come in today?
Do
you need me to wash your car? Whatever you need. Can I get a job?
Well, this is the new form of radio right here, man. Right here. This is your generation's radio, and it's getting bigger and bigger every year because everyone's got listening on their phones or whatever. You really don't. People don't listen. Your age don't listen to radio in traditional ways anymore. Am I correct?
Right. It's true.
It's mainly on your phone.
Yeah. Right.
Right. Your iPad. Your whatever.
As soon as I get in the car, I plug in the aux cord.
Yes, absolutely. You're listening to your show. Guys that listen to your show or Corolla or whoever. Right.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Really. Marin and all those guys. Huge.
Well, Jim, hopefully you can stick around for a little bit longer.
You can't get rid of me.
Jack,
I got a Stonies in front of me. I'm not going anywhere.
That's right. Jack, I need you to do me a favor and take your headphones off real quick.
Dumb.
I thought I was getting booted out of the co-pilot seat.
Just take your headphones off.
We're letting you go. Sorry.
He gets mad. We're broadcasting live. It's Sunday. We're in our Idiot Radio studios inside the Brookline Pub, 734 Brookline Boulevard.
Ding.
But for all intents and purposes, this is the Monday podcast, and that's what really confuses and makes Jack mad.
You come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well. Does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
Yeah, today's Monday.
No, Saturday!
No, today's Monday.
No, Saturday!
No, I'm sorry. Today's Monday.
What day is it? Monday? Oh, Monday! Thank God it's Monday.
You're the only moron in the whole world who actually likes Monday.
Have a super awesome day of positivity.
Fuck off.
All right, so it's Monday. We got a great show planned for you today. We're going to be talking about the trending this week, the Mad Pooper. Jim, did you hear about the Mad Pooper in Colorado Springs?
I can't wait to hear about the Mad Pooper.
The lengths a woman goes to get her pug dog, a tuxedo.
Wow.
It was released last week. Bin Laden was a huge collector of a certain item. And the government's not going to they're releasing everything but this item.
Huh.
And it's an extensive collection. So we'll talk a little bit about that. A guy takes a selfie for his girlfriend, and the internet goes nuts because of who he looks like. Off the success of the It movie, the makers of that movie are going to do another Stephen King movie from our childhood and remake that. They're also going to do an It sequel. We'll talk a little bit about that. We got to talk about Jim's buddy, Rick Seaback. The trailer came out for his new project. We'll talk a little bit about that coming up. We're going to take our first break. When we come back, we're going to talk about a popular drink that is set to be re-released. Like, we had Zima, we had Surge, we had Crystal Pepsi.
Oh, Lord.
Now there's another one.
Did you say Crystal Pepsi?
Yeah,
I thought you said Crystal Meth. My fault.
Big changes to come into some of the Taco Bells. So the Demolition Man movie may be coming to life with the new setups for some of these new Taco Bells that are coming. A hot new fanny pack for guys. And it's the Monday edition of the Double D Show. We're broadcasting live from Radio Radio Studios, the home of the Wolfie Comes Home stand-up comedy show, September 30th, 8 p.m. Tickets are just $10. $5 from every ticket being sold will be donated to the Brookline Teen Outreach. Buy your tickets online at idiotradio.net or at the door. So we're going to take our break. How about that? You okay with that, Mike?
Sounds
Let's
good to
take
me,
our
buddy.
first break? All right.
Saturday, September 30th, Stonies and Idiot Radio presents Wolfie Comes Home stand-up comedy show with Brookline's own and the headliner of the evening, Matt Wolfhard. It all takes place at the Brookline Pub, 734 Brookline Boulevard. Show starts at 8 p.m. and there will be Stonies on special all night long. Also scheduled to appear, the host of the evening, Michael Cohen, Jordan Moore, Ty Mack, and the feature, Tyler Ray Kendrick. Tickets are just $10, and $5 from every ticket purchase will be donated to the Brookline Teen Outreach. Purchase tickets online today at idiotradio.net. For more information on Stonies, visit stoniesbeer.com. Stonies, pure, honest beer.
Hey, it's TODD and Vinny. We just got done with a big, important meeting, Vin, with big clients.
Yes, sir.
And we decided to do it in a unique way. We did a food truck meeting, which I think is a big trend right now, right?
Oh, it's a very big trend right now, and everybody wants to jump on board.
And we called our friends at Spiels on Wheels, and I had an awesome Philly cheesesteak wrap.
And I had the Reuben wrap.
And I also had the Budweiser cheese tots. They were amazing. You can have one of these events for yourself. Just got to give our friends at Spiels on Wheels Food Truck and Catering a call. The phone number is 724-244-9881. You can hit them up on Facebook at spielson.wheels.
Energy Angel Solution, alternative healing services. Do you need some relaxation in your life? Is your mind feeling sluggish? Does your body hurt? Have you been feeling off balance and just not centered lately? Energy Angel Solutions LLC offers healing that considers the energy of the whole person, body, mind, and energy for optimal health and wellness. For more information, visit our website at energyangelsolutions.com.
We're back on a Monday show.
Yes, sir.
Jim Krenn is in the house, which is always
I love it, man.
a huge honor.
Yes, it is.
My honor, guys.
It's like sitting, growing up as a kid, listening to Jim, and you're like one of the guys. There's a reason why I wanted to do this. You know what I mean?
Thanks,
Coming up
man.
in high school. And so for like a basketball player, it'd be like sitting next to Michael Jordan, shooting hoops with Michael Jordan, doing what you love with the guy that you love listening to growing up. So, I mean, it's a huge honor.
That means the world to me, believe me, man. When writing those bits on the porch or whatever, you're hoping to affect people, and it's great when you hear something like that. That you did it. I helped arrange your mind as a child. I helped mold your mind into a crazy person like me.
Well, did you see the stores? They're all flooded with Halloween.
Yeah,
already. Yeah,
and some of them even have Christmas out right now. But
oh yeah.
Here's one of Jim's friends getting ready for Halloween.
This is Stanley Pinkachowski. P is for Halloween. Halloween.
Yeah, well, I got my costume, I'm ready for the parties and that. Oh, Halloween's just so great. Remember as a kid, wasn't it great? Remember you go house to house and that with your little bag. By the end of the trip, you got like a little U-Haul filled up with candy, right? You got like 3 masks. You just keep changing them. Remember going up to the house, trick or treat, I'm Spider-Man. In 10 minutes, trick or treat, I'm Captain America. I know you, Steve. There's a Clark bar. Have a good time. And your dad would yell at you. Remember your dad would yell, hey, what the hell are you doing in the neighborhood? You going, too much candy. You got too much damn candy. Then about midnight, you sneak downstairs. He's eating your candy. Then you yell, Dad, to eat anything you don't touch the black cow. That's my damn black cow. I sweat under a damn Spider-Man mask. For crying out loud, I lost my damn vision. I lost my vision. Remember those damn masks, those little holes cut out? Oh, have a safe trip. Thanks, Mom. I just walked into a wall. Did you make the little holes any smaller? They're cutting my retina, for crying out loud. The little jagged edge coming inside. Remember that? Oh, yeah, this is great. Thank you. I can't see, for crying out loud. And then the most traumatic thing I remember as a kid was that fateful year we've all spent it, right? Where you find out you're too damn old. Yeah. You don't want to give it up, though. You're going one more year. You remember that year? It's the Casper the Ghost costume. It's a little too small. It's riding up your knee. The one you got in Woolworths. The one you look like a complete moron. You're walking around the neighborhood, trick or treat, Mrs. Simpson. And then she's just looking. No, I'm sorry. You don't get no candy. Trick or treat. Sorry, no. Put the milk duds in the bag, bitch. Put him in a bag! Hey, it was traumatic for any 29-year-old, but I got over it. This is Stanley Pinkachowski reminding you popcorn balls are good food.
That's a classic right there.
Thank you, man. It's funny listening to that. I remember when I would do those Stanley P's, I get so riled up, I almost passed out when I was done. I sit there like, I'm done for 10 minutes, guys.
When you're on the road, when you're out and about in public, and what do people stop and bring up the most? Is it Stanley P?
Stanley P is the one, and I love it, by the way. If anyone out there, do it every time, man. I love when people throw a line at me. I was out with a guy. This guy was a heart surgeon, man. His wife introduced me, and I'm not kidding. This guy just looked like the tightest dude you could ever met. He looked at me anyway. I swear to God, he said, and that's when it's about 3 months ago, and he goes, put the milk duds in the bag, bitch. Like, he did say that. The other one I get a lot is I ain't no puppet. It's a big one. It was a Laura Korn bit. We had this guest on, Laura Korn, and it was a sex therapist. And she was talking about the guys like to have a woman put the finger, around. And somebody called, and I don't know how I got there, but somehow my line was, hey, I ain't no puppet. I don't know what happened. But for some reason, it was just the perfect timing for that line. And people remember it still this day. They ain't no puppet. I get free spunk. You want to burn one is probably the number one with Ralph,
Okay.
So you want to burn one. So, but yeah, it's cool. I love it.
When I tell people you're coming on, I always get pants and that, and then something Stanley P.
Yeah, pants and that. Yeah, Donnie Arison's brother Lonnie. I love it. That's how you'll get how's Lonnie doing, stuff like that. But it's hard to believe. I know I love that, man. It's hard to believe. We did it so long ago, but I love the fact that people remember
They're timeless.
That's
good.
You could probably,
the world.
It would be cool, and maybe we could talk to somebody at the Art Institute. Do a animated Stanley P. Do little shorts of animated Stanley P.
Why not?
That would be cool.
He's the Pittsburgh guy, man. He's actually a combination. Everybody I grew up with, my dad.
It's so funny too when people talk about Stanley P. That it's this guy. They're the real guy. He worked at Giant Eagle.
Yeah, like it's. I know. But when you grew up in, you guys, we grew up in Pittsburgh. You grew up in from the Strip District to going to community college, Northside University.
Yeah, good old CAC.
Yeah,
CAC.
and just hanging with being in the Strip was in the middle of the city, so I got to hang in every neighborhood in the city, and I had friends, just all these diverse friends from everywhere, and that's how I got to know. So when I got on the radio doing the bit, people knew it was from the neighborhood. You can't, you're transparent in that sense,
Right.
They know it's no bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's what was amazing.
In the 90s, did you ever wear the fanny pack? You ever do the
I didn't do the fanny pack. No. My buddies would have got on me a little bit. It's practical. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
It's practical.
Yeah, I rocked one for a little bit.
Did you rock one for a while?
Yeah, I did.
Well, they're making a fanny pack is making a comeback for guys, and it's called the dad bag. It's
Dad bag, all right.
It's a it looks like a guy's gut. So basically, it's used to like smuggle beers and liquor and stuff into like sporting events, I guess. So
I like it.
The new dad bag.
No, I'd go with the dad bag, I guess.
Hell
What
yeah.
the hell, you know?
I mean, if I did it, I mean, the
Yeah, you'd be like 12 months pregnant with.
Yeah, but you lost weight though, so you look.
I'm down 53, like 54 in like
Good shit.
10 weeks.
Good shit.
So-
Nice, man.
I was just bitching to Mike before the show. I just bought a new belt 2 weeks ago, and I'm already at the last hole, and I got to get another one.
Holy shit.
He's knocking them
I
pounds
went down in the size.
How'd you do it?
It's low carbs, lots of water, like a gallon of water a day, and then
that's impressive.
No sugar, and
Holy.
then the apple cider vinegar. I read stories on like Jonah Hill and like Zach Galifianakis,
Because he lost a lot, remember?
and,
Yeah.
So I was reading up on how they did it, and
He's
the apple
bringing
cider
crack back.
vinegar.
That is so
Ladies
cool.
and gentlemen, a little blast from the past. Chubby Chocolate, the former co-host of the Village Idiots. For those of you who do not know,
is in the building.
The Village Idiots were our original show, and then
we were idiots,
and we
yeah. Right on point.
And we came back as the Double D Show, and really when I started this about a year ago,
Right.
after our like 5-6 year break, I just thought it was going to be me, and then like Vinny came, and Mike came, and Jack, and T,
Turned into a
and
party.
everybody's back. So I feel bad that it's the Village, but the reason we don't go back to Village Idiot Show, but we pay homage to it with the
Yeah.
name Idiot Radio, because this guy's not here. I
Ah,
can't.
okay.
If I don't have the late night cuddle session with him in the studio.
Why don't we just take a break now? You two can make out real quick and get it fucking over
It's
with.
an honor to be called the original idiot.
Right.
I like it.
So yeah, Chubby Chocolate's here.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
I've returned from my Tibetan monk style.
Ah, okay. You look more peaceful.
He appears.
He has found himself.
Yeah.
He appears here and there. No, did you guys hear about the new Taco Bell? That's they're embarking on an urban expansion that includes and their cantina locations. They're going to get rid of the drive-through, and it's going to be like a bar.
Oh my!
They're going to serve booze and stuff.
That's already live in Vegas.
Right.
All
They rolled out in Vegas back in 2015.
Huh.
And they also did it in Chicago and San Francisco. But now they're putting 350 new locations, New York, Nashville, Detroit, Pittsburgh, by 2022.
It's a Taco Bell bar.
Do we know where the Pittsburgh location is? Because
They didn't say yet.
I
I'm
need to
going to
get a
say
beer.
Robinson,
Right.
Cranberry.
I hope it's the one on Green Tree Road.
How did they come up with it? It had to be some burnout guy in the boardroom going, man, after we're done partying, we go to Taco Bell. Let's just build a bar, man.
That's what we do anyway. I mean,
They do.
we won't have to
They do
drive.
weddings at the Vegas one.
Oh my goodness!
It's like a $600 package. Yeah.
The Vegas one has a banquet hall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can do weddings there.
So I got married in Vegas. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
At the Little White Chapel, man. It's pretty wild. It's where Michael Jordan got married. They have the pictures all around. It's like, all the famed Jordan and all those people. And they have a drive-through. It's like Wendy's. I'm not kidding. People driving through. Strange.
It costs $60 in Vegas, right, to get married?
Yeah, it was like $60. And then Elvis was 70. He said, "You want Elvis?" I said, "Sure." And they go, "Hold on, he's a mechanic." And he was getting off his shift. He said, "You gotta wait for him." So he walks in, man, and Elvis walks in. He looked like Elvis, like 2 weeks before he died. Like that
geez.
Elvis. He came in. He looked higher than could be. A little microphone, man. It was interesting.
But it's almost like Demolition Man is coming true. Remember the Demolition Man movie? Where Taco Bell was like the fancy restaurant.
So, what's with this cocktail guy anyway? He says I saved his life, which I'm not even sure I did, and my reward is dinner and dancing at Taco Bell. I mean, hey, I like Mexican food, but come on.
Your tone is quasi-facetious, but you do not realize that Taco Bell was the only restaurant to survive the franchise wars.
So?
So? Now all restaurants are Taco Bell.
See?
See?
No way.
No way.
No way.
So Taco Bell's going like we're Chi-Chi's. I guess kind of Chi-Chi's was kind of like that a little bit.
Chi-Chi's
before the salmonella.
Chi-Chi's killed people.
The whole death thing.
Was it salmonella or something else that was in the lettuce? People
it was in the lettuce.
It was in the little green onions, wasn't it?
It was something like that.
Right.
It was something that they got in the board and go, listen, people are dying. We're going to put close.
Yeah. It was like there was 57 of them, and there was one.
If they were smart, they would have had a waiver. Eat at your own risk.
Yeah, we need you to sign here, here, and here.
Like we eat them wings at Buffalo or not? Buffalo Wild
any
Wings?
one of them hot wings that they challenge you to eat,
they make you sign for them. Yeah.
I love those challenges.
We're not responsible for what happens to you.
I was wondering about those things. Would you do that thing?
I've done it.
You've done it?
We used to go to the Quaker Steak in Cranberry, and my brother would bet everybody in the bar, oh, well, I bet my brother could eat 3 dozen of the, and you're only supposed to eat like 6.
Right.
And then
he'd
he'd
sign a waiver, right?
Yeah, it's all intimidation. You just don't get it on your skin. That's all. And don't touch your
eating it.
And don't touch your junk when you go to the bathroom.
And then he calls me to take him to the hospital.
I know. That'd be the worst way to die. Maybe it's so embarrassing. Your
my
family
brother
I'll
would
die.
He would make hundreds of dollars off of people, he'd be betting them. Oh, my brother will eat them, so I'd eat them and like 2 dozens in like 3.5 minutes or whatever. And he'd walk around wearing the shirt, telling everybody that he ate the triple atomics, and it was me.
They're about to die and shit.
How many did you eat total? A dozen?
I did 2 dozen. The most I ever did, I think, was 2 dozen at a time.
That is impressive.
At one time, I think they only recommend 6.
Yeah, right.
What he didn't share was his brother kept all the money.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't share.
He didn't share at all.
He didn't even buy him a beer.
And he had a hot ass the next day.
I tell you what, the hot stuff didn't ever really bother me. The time that I set the world record for hush puppies, I ate 87 hush puppies on the radio, in 1 hour, and I shit sand for a week afterwards.
Did you ever think of getting into professional eating?
I did.
Right?
I've done it.
Joey Chestnut and all those guys
I've done
do
it. I get invited by Silver Star to do the Kennywood every year.
Okay.
And I've done it a couple of times. I'm just not really good at wieners.
I guess I should join that bitch. Swallow them whole, Big Brian.
Guzzle them hoes, bitch. You didn't even chew.
Go straight down the hatch.
He didn't even chew.
We should see if he could do the bottle trick better than Mel.
We ain't doing that. Look, let me tell you something. Don't get me fucked up and do challenges and shit, because y'all be like, this motherfucker is crazy.
You'll do them.
I will do them, but I do a little extra, and you just be like, that's too gay. that's just too gay. You just like that rim where you just like, I go above. Yeah.
But yeah,
they're like, I'm checking out.
I've done the competitive eating circuit. I've done pretty well. Like I do pizza eating contests.
How many can you eat pieces of pizza?
Actually 1 year ago today, we won. I was a 4-man team. We did 52 slices at Fox's.
Holy shit.
In 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and we beat all those college kids.
My God.
The next closest team was like
crazy.
2 minutes.
No wonder you had to go on a diet. God bless you.
12 minutes. I ate 12 of those Fox's slices in 3 minutes 30 seconds, and I ate 4 of the guy next to me.
Todd, how are those guys like Chestnut real thin?
I don't know. Because those are the better guys.
They got to work out. You got to work out.
No, not really. Have you ever seen? Look, you always have that one skinny person in the family that will show up to a cookout, eat 37 ribs, hot dogs.
He's sitting right here.
They'll get that little pregnant, the little eating belly, and then they go shit, and it's all gone. And you're like, you fucking skinny bitch.
Bob Coons is a local Pittsburgh guy. He does that.
Yeah. He's a thin guy.
Yeah, he kills.
Yeah, he's thin as hell.
I got a cousin like that.
My cousin's sitting over here. He eats like that.
I have 2 world records though. I have the Hush Puppies eating world. I had like
that's a record.
Yeah,
okay.
I ate 87 Long John Silver's Hush Puppies.
Okay.
In an hour, and then my I had like 32 world records total, but only 2 eating. The other one was peanut butter. I ate a jar of peanut butter in a minute 40 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
I did that on 100.7.
And he used a half a
I
dozen
challenge
rolls.
you on the fucking peanut butter.
He
Fuck
used
that shit.
He used a half dozen rolls of toilet paper after he was done.
I'm telling you, that is impressive.
He was shitting bricks.
Did you have to practice that, or you just do it?
I just we would
go
just
for it.
It was weird because how we were doing, we were just going off the cuff, having fun, and just doing let's see what stupid thing we could do this week. And then the PD stepped in.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, now it's not relevant. You have to find ways to make it relevant. So, we would look in books and
see if there's some record
what's
you could
going.
beat.
Okay, today's cheeseburger day. So let's see if we can sit on a grill with no pants, stuff like that. So
that's hysterical, man.
But so then we were trying to make it relevant with peanut butter.
Is being on a diet now tough? Was it a tough thing to cut? Like you lost 50-some pounds, a lot of weight. Been tough?
I lost 100 before, so I kind of knew what had to go. It was just I had to reach that bottom where I was like, all right, I've had enough of being fat. Yeah,
Right.
I was getting to the point where I'd be tired to walk from here to the bathroom. I'd be struggling. So.
Mine is the stretch. My stretchy pants get too tight, and I'm done. You know what I mean? I start blaming my wife for shrinking them, and she didn't. I'm like, oh man. Then I start telling people in the gym I was 450 pounds a year ago. And shit.
Oh, dang.
People they start applauding me.
Oh my god!
Did you guys see Jolt Cola's making a big comeback? When we were talking about the drinks making a comeback,
Jolt.
They've tried a couple times with that.
Long before Red Bull.
Yeah, right.
Back in the 80s.
Yeah, I remember that.
Jolt was it.
What do you think? I don't think I can make it. God bless him for trying. Because we got the 5 hour. We got
5 hour energy,
that's
Red
what we
Bull.
got.
There's energy drinks and
one caffeine. That's what you got.
Right.
But Jolt tastes way better than 5 hour energy.
All of the sugar, twice the caffeine.
I don't
was
like the taste of that shit.
Hey, if you don't like any of it, you can always pop an Adderall. So, no,
they did.
Cut the middleman out.
Cut the middleman out. No taste. Just take Adderall. Get your bursts every fucking 3 hours. You be ready to go for 68 hours straight.
Go right to the headline.
You ain't never lied.
But starting later this month, it's going to come out only at Dollar General, and they're going to sell it for $1. All right. So with the surge of
wait a minute, $1 a can?
Yeah.
It's going to be like those teas. Did everybody get the big cans of teas that they have at all the hood stores?
But I guess they figured since the success of Zima, Surge, Crystal Pepsi.
Excuse me, will it be a 12-ounce can?
I didn't get the size. So
it must be a retro thing, right? Like you're saying, it's like someone must love that shit.
They were around a lot longer than you would think. They started in '85, and they discontinued in 2009, 2010. And I think where it went bad for them is they started venturing into the energy drink stuff with the flavors and all that. So
you're right.
If they would have just stuck with the cola, and
they'd have been all right.
Well, that's an acquired taste, man. The energy, like I like Red Bull.
I like Monster.
Monster.
They all taste like wet socks.
See, I at first, but
I was going to say sweet tarts.
I somehow, sweet tarts or something. Maybe I don't know why Red Bull got a taste for it. I don't know what. It's weird.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about a high school that puts a new spin on their traditional student IDs for seniors. Sparks for a new set of remakes. The movie It. Sparks a new set of remakes from our childhood. Rick Seaback's new project. I'm trying. We're running low on time, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to skip. But it's a Double D show. We're hanging out with the icon Jim Krenn.
Yeah.
It's Monday. You can see Jim Krenn live Friday, September 29th, 8 p.m. at Mario's Dockside Grill, 1420 Riverside Drive in Beaver, PA. Purchase tickets online at jimkrenn.com. It's a Double D show. We'll be back. And Chubby Chocolate's here.
Rich who?
I'm melting.
We'll be back right after this.
Saturday, September 30th, Stonies and Idiot Radio presents Whoopi Comes Home stand-up comedy show with Brookline's own and the headliner of the evening, Matt Wolfhard. It all takes place at the Brookline Pub, 734 Brookline Boulevard. Show starts at 8 p.m. and there will be Stonies on special all night long. Also scheduled to appear, the host of the evening, Michael Cohen, Jordan Moore, Ty Mack, and the feature, Tyler Ray Kendrick. Tickets are just $10, and $5 from every ticket purchase will be donated to the Brookline Teen Outreach. Purchase tickets online today at idiotradio.net. For more information on Stonies, visit stoniesbeer.com. Stonies, pure, honest beer.
Looking for a creative idea for meetings, business lunches, and special events? Call Spiels on Wheels, food truck and catering, and take the stress away. For more information, call them at 724-244-9881 or on Facebook at facebook.com/spielson.wheels.
We're back on a Monday.
Flavor in your ear.
Packed house today.
Flavor in your ear.
Packed house today, man. It's nice. You know, the guys are coming out. Jim's here.
I'm having a blast as always.
It's been a
Loving
while,
it here,
Brian.
man.
How long has it been since you've been
It's
here?
been a month or it's been.
I don't think we've had you in here since season 4.
No, you ain't been in for the new season yet.
Yeah,
Right. I think this is the first one.
No. I think.
Don't be a
when did
stranger.
hold on. When did the new season start?
August.
Yeah.
We took all of July off.
Yeah, you ain't
Okay,
been,
I haven't been.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you ain't
the
been.
new, yeah.
What
So-
season are we in here? What season?
5.
This
We're on
is season
season
5.
You
All right.
were the guest on the season 4 premiere.
Yeah, point of that, right. That's the last time you
Well,
was
you
here.
know, I was staying in
Wow.
West Virginia, so it
Yeah,
was
you was
hard
working
for
like
me
crazy to come up here.
Yeah, I was getting all kind of overtime and stuff. And
Making
my
that
dog-
money.
Yeah.
As long as you don't, you'll start drinking now.
Well, you know, I picked up a couple other habits.
Uh-oh.
It's like, no, I'm just playing. I'm just a player.
Oh, damn.
But, you know, I was working in West Virginia, so now I'm home and I'm getting back in the circuit and turning things out.
Good.
You know what I
Very
mean?
good.
So,
Very good.
Here.
Very
That's
good.
right. That's right.
West Virginia was. I got to have so much material from West Virginia that it's just like I have it just boiling inside of me, and I'm
Right.
ready to let it go.
Man,
You know.
well, you need to.
But yeah, you need to hit some open mics, and I'll hook. If you come on Saturday, I'll hook you up with Matt, and you can learn about his class.
You got your big dog right here. He told me
We're gonna
if
work
he
it
can
out.
help me in any way, he'll help me out.
That's right.
Lord Jesus, world, watch out! Brian Jerome
He's
is
friends
ready to
with
take
T-Road,
over.
too.
Yeah, T's
I'm
the greatest, man.
Yeah,
Love
you know
T.
what I mean.
But we'll work on writing a structured bit.
Yeah,
You gotta
watch
be
out,
ready to
world.
structure bit.
Brian Jerome is taking the fuck up. Kevin Hart, bitch, I'm here for your throne.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
I don't
It's Kevin just getting his stories and structuring them.
What I told you when I met you I said once you have the right people behind you, things will go in the right direction for you. And I truly believe that.
Yeah, but you know what? Let me tell you something. This whole from last year when I met y'all to current situations have redirected me in so many ways. Like I've like people like I was on the South Side and this guy was like, "Oh my God, I saw you. You're a comedian," or whatever. I'm like, he was like, "You're a comedian." And I thought he was talking to somebody else. He was like, "No, you, big guy, right here. Your name is fucking." He was like, "Your name is fucking Brian Jerome," and I fucking saw you at the improv.
He saw the show.
Yeah, and I was like,
Pretty
"Yeah."
cool, bro.
He was like, "Yo, we need to hook up." So I was like, "Yeah."
You took that the wrong way, huh?
No, not really. Look, I kind of did. but-
Wishful thinking.
I know, right?
It's funny. I met Kevin Hart twice in interviews, and before he broke real big. And the thing that I noticed about him, and this inspired you, is that you're funny naturally.
Yeah.
Off stage, off stage. And he was likable and a nice guy too, nice person, but just naturally funny. When he spoke, you just laughed, man.
Yeah.
And so you just got to channel that.
Yeah.
He's
But like
looking
just like the guy that I just met, he's like a financial planner. You know what I mean?
You don't want a funny
And
financial. No, I'm kidding.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, you know how life will prepare you and introduce you to people.
Oh, right,
So
right.
that you know what I mean? I know in the future I'll need him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, just to redirect. Because let me tell you something. Where I am, well, not now, but a year or two ago, I will never want to eat Roman noodles again. Okay? I never want to be calling friends like,
Don't forget us when you get there.
come on.
You know what?
Hold on. Don't look. I will beat your fucking ass. You say some shit like that.
Hey, you can put fresh.
The ramen noodle days are good though because it reminds you, it keeps you hungry when you start making things. Going and
You can
remember-
put fresh vegetables in them damn ramen noodles.
Hey, hold on. You get the chicken from Sam's Club that's already sliced up.
You can make
that in there.
damn.
Don't and put a little cheese in there. Don't play with me.
We could do a ramen noodle cookbook.
I'd be like cell block number 375 when I do it, making some cheese and shit.
Where the hot sauce at?
Cheese cuisine.
Get some government cheese and
You
shred
ain't
it
never-
on there.
Shoot, don't play with me. Look, I'm fat. I know how to cook.
I make crushing up Cheetos.
Yeah, something out of nothing. Don't fuck with me. I'm a man on a mission.
Well, I was telling you about these high school kids that were having they got an interesting spin on the ID for their seniors.
Uh-huh.
It started out as a crazy trend with a few students. North Farmington High School in Detroit, Michigan, has now become a tradition for all seniors to do creative school IDs. Like, so they do like costumes and stuff for the seniors, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then until something happens, and then then it may be a liability. But that's pretty cool. I mean, people have done Audrey Hepburn, Oscar the Grouch, and pretty much everything in between. So that's
cool.
Is your ID?
It's your school ID, yeah.
And you could.
Jim, what would you do for yours? Your school ID?
I guess Stallone. Why'd you take my locker? Well, my locker back.
How about you, Mike?
I don't know. Probably. That's a good one. Probably like Shaq or something.
Shaq.
That'd be all right.
What about you, Brian?
I don't even know.
Cher? No,
Fuck,
I'm just kidding.
No Cher. Beyonce.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I would go all the way balls to the walls, and I would probably pick something that was like, he is fruity. Like capital fruity. I don't know what.
I got a box of Fruity Pebbles.
Hey, with the marshmallows.
Jack,
Marshmallows suck.
What about you?
They always better when you mix.
I missed the
it with
beginning of the conversation. Sorry, what is it now?
Oh boy.
This high school is doing student IDs, and you go in a costume. You could do your ID in a costume. What would you do?
Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo.
I think I would do like Batman, like a superhero or something.
I would do Wonder Woman. It's like, no, I'm
Yeah,
just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, girl.
Especially all that spinning.
What about you, Chubby
He
Chocolate?
might cut it out.
Well, I would save money, put my cowboy boots and my hat on, and keep it moving.
Yeah, he would.
Jim, this guy, when we would do like events and stuff, at one time we did like a little Village Idiot Show tour, and we'd tour bars and stuff. And he would go. His name is the Chubby Chocolate Cowboy, Mr. Mudd, and he would wear cowboy boots and a hat everywhere we went.
That was his look. That was it.
Yeah, that was his thing.
I actually wore them in real life.
Yeah,
too.
I was gonna say he wears it everywhere. Not just
right?
it's not just out.
You don't do this anymore, huh?
No, the
You
boots.
commit.
I got new boots, but I mean,
You even have Spurs.
Damn.
the hat's a little.
I actually do need a Halloween costume outfit. I might wear the cowboy boots.
What size shoe you wear?
I'm thinking
13.
You could get in there with a pair of socks. I got a big feet.
I'm thinking for me and the future missus, I should say.
Yeah.
Hey.
We're gonna do. I got engaged.
Yeah, I remember. I was
Okay.
there.
Oh,
I
congratulations,
the comedy show right before that.
Yeah.
She was all happy and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm thinking Fred and Wilma.
Oh,
I like that. There you go.
And when we
man.
have a 2-year-old son, we might do him up like his Bam Bam.
That is.
That would be cute.
He literally walks around everywhere he goes with a baseball bat.
Oh my god.
Because he's obsessed with baseball.
That is too funny. That is too funny.
That's cute.
That's a win.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, because people always said I look like Fred Flintstone anyway.
So you're on your way to being.
Yeah.
So you're married. You're getting married.
Yeah, this is round 2 for me.
That's all right. This is the one. Is it soon? Is it going to be?
Probably summer 2019. We're everything's been baseball with us.
Okay.
So we're gonna get married at a baseball field, at home plate. Her
That's
dad
great,
passed
man.
away. He was an umpire.
Wow.
So we're gonna do it at home plate. The guys
safe.
The guys
Right.
are all gonna be in like white shirts with ties and black pants, and then we're gonna wear Detroit Tigers hats.
So she's gonna walk from.
Okay.
So then I don't have to worry about my patchy hair, my baldness. It was my way of conning her and letting me wear a hat at our wedding.
Well, it's interesting because I've been married 23 years, man, and I know you're taking care of your body, and that's good. Because my wife's beautiful. My wife's stunningly beautiful, man. After 23 years, I worry because it's a true story. About a few weeks ago, I'm thinking, this woman's beautiful. What does she see after 23 years? I'm serious. I did this, guys. I got up, in the morning, and I had a full length mirror, and I had my boxer shorts on. I had a sleeveless T-shirt. My hair was pushed aside. I'm looking. And the first thought was, my God, my wife looks at this every day. I look like the second baseman for a lesbian softball team.
You old butch.
And I love lesbians.
Yeah, I know you.
I wouldn't start. My name would be Midge. I'd bat fifth. I went through the whole thing.
Let's be honest.
I went through the whole thing in my head. Yeah. So
you missed
important.
the grounder.
Yeah, it's important. You gotta try to stay attractive for the wife. I'm not doing good.
I think mine's legally blind. I really do.
You see, you married up too. We got kicked our covers.
I don't know. Right. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know.
So wait a minute. He said 23 years, Jim.
Yes.
When is your book coming out? Because I need to read this.
Right. I like it.
Have you ever thought about doing a book?
Yes. All comedic angles of things. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm actually working on one. Yeah. Just all funny though.
That'd be awesome.
Nothing serious, man. Doesn't always throw you off when comedians or whatever they get serious shit like I almost died 9 times. We don't give a shit. We want to laugh.
Don't tell me about that.
Make us laugh.
I was telling you about the people from It. They're coming out with a second chapter 2 of It. So with the big success from Andy Muschietti and his sister Barbara Muschietti, they're the director and the producers. They also want to set their sights on remaking Pet Sematary.
Wow.
Which
Fuck no.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Why you didn't like it?
Poltergeist was a disaster. The remake of Poltergeist.
Yeah.
But tell you the
from
truth,
what everyone's saying, it was good. Did anybody see
really. Look, let me tell you something. It one is like the creme de la creme, but the remake was good, but it one was. Like, holy fuck, I'm scared to go anywhere by myself. The original is, but like the second one, the remake was good, and it made you know what I mean, but it wasn't as good as the first one.
Yeah, I've been hearing both ways. Some are saying it's good and some saying it's so-so.
I got to be honest. I looked at I saw the trailer and the shit scared me. I told my wife, no. I'm out.
And then you see on Facebook people putting balloons on the thing. I'm like, holy shit.
Like, I'm
Don't get me drunk walking down Carson Street.
I can't do that shit. I watch that shows like or movies like The Conjuring and shit. I'm fucked up for a month.
Right.
You know,
the Annabelle doll from those movies
I don't watch anything scary.
Is really a Raggedy Ann doll. The real Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann doll. It's not that porcelain. That's the scarier version for a movie, but I think I'd be more freaked out about a Raggedy Ann doll.
That stuff scares me.
I think they couldn't get licensing to do the real doll.
You think so?
Ann, Really?
I think
it's scary.
Because I think that would be scarier than.
Yeah, right.
Dolls scare me.
I'm still not understanding why people spend good, hard-earned money to be scared.
Isn't that weird?
I don't
I'd rather watch
it's entertaining in a way. Yeah.
I don't want to be where the point where. Oops! I just pissed on myself. I don't need that.
That's
you don't need a movie for that either.
Why do we?
A couple nights at the pub.
This is true, and I've had those nights.
Now, Jim, your buddy Rick Seaback.
He's the man.
He's back, baby. He has a new series called Nebby. It's premiering on QED 8 p.m. on October 5th. And it's I
My
guess
DVR's already set for that.
It's set. He's going to go around feature different things from Pittsburgh, and the first episode is just strictly Route 88.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and the 68 mile. I didn't realize Route 88 was 68 miles.
Oh hell yeah, that's as long as hell.
That's pretty.
It
wild.
starts at Overbrook and goes to Point Marin, which is almost at the West Virginia border. Yeah. And everything in between. It's a pretty cool.
Those do Cal Ute on it. Yeah.
All the way to Ogle Bay, damn near.
Yeah.
How does he get those ideas? I've been on Rick forever, man. I think he has like a stoner friend.
He lives in the South Hills, right?
Like, what should I do? What should I do next? He was 88.
He lives in the South Hills?
From what I understand, he lives in South Hills.
Yeah, South Hills.
He was driving down the street. He stopped at Schultz Ford or like the Burger King over there, and he was like, "I'm gonna do a PBS special on Route 88."
That's it. Wow. Wherever he goes, I'm gonna do a special,
and we'll all watch it.
Hell yeah!
I always give him the weirdest things to do.
He hasn't aged a bit. He looks exactly the same as he did from when I was a kid.
No, I drive him nuts though with suggestions, man. I do. I always give him suggestions like what he should do, and he goes, "No, Jimmy, I'm not going to do crack houses around here." Why, Rick? Why?
Well, here's the trailer for Rick's new show. It's called Nebby.
Pennsylvania Route 88. It starts or ends in the north at its intersection with Route 51 in Overbrook. It's about 68 miles to its other end or start at Point Marion, PA, near the West Virginia border. In between, there are many surprises, some historic, some tasty, some just oddly interesting. It's a short history of Route 88. It's the first in a new series of shows called Nebby.
There it is, Nebby.
That's crazy.
I know, right?
Will there be PBS fundraising after?
Right.
I'm sure they're going to
don't
get a
have
big
ratings.
ratings.
They have like
They're like a
commercial
telethon.
length television.
Right, true. I just want to be on one of the phones like just fake talking in the background. See all 32 of my teeth like.
Well, it's radio. He's lip syncing, like pretend
right.
like he's.
I'm sorry. You had to see that. I'm sorry, people.
That's why we need Facebook Live.
I know, right?
Rick,
we like to do the show with no pants, though. I think that's the problem with Facebook Live.
That'd be scary.
And when Jim's good company, so we put our pants on today.
I don't know about you. I keep mine on.
It's getting hotter in here. I'm going to take them the fuck off. I'll tell you that.
Unleash that little pistol
Relax
starter.
over there. Relax.
Unleash that little pistol starter you got going on.
Bang.
Did anybody see the tweet this week from a girl who tweeted a picture? It's actually on the Double D Show Facebook page. She tweeted a picture of her boyfriend saying how beautiful her boyfriend is, and her boyfriend is like Michael Jackson's doppelganger. Like, he looks
Are you
just
serious?
like Michael Jackson. So the people on Twitter.
Is her name Annie? Is she okay?
What's funny? Well, you kind of did one of the tweets. It went like it had like a 2,000 retweets and then like over 8,000 likes within like the first day, and then like. That's when the comments started rolling in, and people just started going berserk. Michael Jackson references, and then Mud kind of stole the joke, but there was a girl who I guess she's like a comedian or something. Her name is Annie, and she goes, "It's kind of funny. Your boyfriend just asked me if I was okay."
Oh, damn.
Annie, are you okay? Okay. Wow.
Unreal.
This video was like, it was awesome.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did he say Annie or Andy?
Annie.
Oh, I thought he said Andy.
Hey, what do you want him to say? It's not about what he says, it's what you want him to say.
Don't you miss Michael Jackson's craziness, though? It was something to talk about all week.
Circus.
Whatever the circus, like, you know, when
now you have the Kardashians, so don't worry.
That's right. That's the replacement, right? You're right.
Now
That's
you have the Kardashians.
Now, did you guys hear about the CIA's getting ready to release Bin Laden, all this information that they gathered in the investigation for Bin Laden? Mike Pompeo, I guess, was on Fox and talking about everything they got from Abbottabad and Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I got music for when we talk about this. It's not racist, I swear.
Oh, you know what that means.
So,
what the fuck?
Yeah, he's taking us to the Middle East. Yalla habibi, yalla habibi.
It was all the stuff they found in Abbottabad and Pakistan.
Todd ate 84 falafels.
But
It's a word.
Get off my camel.
Right.
Oh, buddy.
This song is drier than camel pussy.
They got sand in their bag.
That is the name of the song.
This was my wedding song for my fourth wedding.
Oh, shit. She gonna dump you because you're dry.
But,
It's called the Hokey Pokey.
what's funny is I guess he was
Can I have a Slurpee?
he was a super perv. He had like an elaborate porn collection.
Wow.
And
He lived in a fucking cave. How the fuck did he get cable?
well,
They wired shit from all the way.
They went in
Wow.
like his houses and stuff when he was in hiding in a cave.
Get off my porn.
Old school.
I like
But
bestiality.
they found hard drives. They found USB memory sticks.
That's
they found
pretty bad.
magazines, DVDs.
Oh, show me your face.
Right? Oh, my
So
God.
they're saying in a couple weeks they're going to release everything that they found, except the porn.
Oh,
really?
Man.
For your copyright reasons, they're saying
I want to see how nasty
reasons.
he was.
You can find that on Pornhub.
Right.
You must,
Bin Laden
you must
jerking
kill
off
the
to
infidels
BCI.
except for Sasha Grey. He can live.
I love the way your turban looks against the sand. Wash my camel, bitch, now.
That shit's crazy.
I know, right?
Well, he was a psycho, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
true
think
He
about it.
was. So he was in some crazy shit. So I want to know.
The weird thing is he hated us, right? He hated Americans, and what we were. In the meantime, when he, remember I read that book about when one of the SEALs wrote a book, and I remember that he said in the book it was odd that amongst the things they found Grecian formula for his beard. That he dye his beard and his hair and shit. And I was like, that is the weirdest thing. The same thing. Or killed the infidels except for the Grecian place because I made
wait, are you
I look 10 years younger.
Are you doing an accent?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Grecian formula is the best stuff. I look like a 15 years younger terrorist. Look at this.
Just because I'm old, my beard is not to be gray.
Yes, me and Walt Clyde Fraser.
I hate Americans, but I like their beards to make them not gray.
We do the commercial.
Go clean my camel.
All butter just for men.
Me and
Buy it at Rite Aid.
me, Keith Hernandez, and Walt Clyde Fraser.
I love Keith Hernandez when he played for the Mets on 86 Mets. Go Mets.
Oh, he's very good then.
Look
Yes. I liked him. I liked him a lot.
I like him. He hit the ball very far. Okay.
All right, before
yes,
the
he
Brookline Pub 734 Brookline Boulevard becomes a place for a terror attack.
I know, right?
We better change the subject, and we can talk about this this administrative assistant in Arkansas who she was stealing from the county officials up to about like $200,000, and one of the items that she bought was a tuxedo for her pug dog, and insurance for the dog as well.
You dumb bitch.
Exactly. You goofy hoe.
Wow. Hey, if you're stealing money, you might as well buy shit you can't keep anyway.
You ain't never lied.
She bought the dog like a diamond collar. Like, she's obsessed with this pug dog.
You know she talks to the dog too as she puts it on her. Look, we're gonna go to restaurants and we're gonna kill him. We walk in. That toxins. You look unbelievable.
She's doing more than talking.
Sitting across from a dog eating lobster tails and shit.
Mayonnaise Monday.
You just scoot your butt right across that.
She was letting that dog eat her out on the Monday.
Oh my
Nasty.
God.
Oh, man. I was trying to hit the glass myself.
You couldn't even do it.
Oh my God!
So, we'll do the Mad Pooper story and we'll start wrapping things up. We got we got to get into wrap things up. We'll get into the Friday show and then.
Thank you, Double D, for having me on today. I was listening to you in my cave before them damn Americans came and got me. Play my theme music. There it is. Let's get down.
Welcome to the Middle East.
Wash my camel now.
Oh God! This is too much
this
fun.
is my jam.
Listen to the Double D Show on Idiot Radio. I love these guys.
We're gonna be in the doghouse.
But I was telling you about the Mad Pooper in Colorado Springs. This lady. It was trending this week. It even got Charmin's attention.
Oh, wow.
They're trying to get her an endorsement deal and give her Charmin.
Wow.
That's how popular it became this week. Here's the news story for the Mad Pooper.
We call her the Mad Pooper. I'm great.
Kathy Buddy and her family have had enough.
And it's not like it's private. People can see you. I mean, we're seeing her, so.
Pants around ankles, in broad daylight, her kids saw it happen first.
They came screaming, you're not going to believe this. They're like crying. It's like, what? And they're like, there's a lady taking a poop. And so I come outside, it's like, oh, dear goodness. And so I was like, are you serious? Are you really taking a poop right here in front of my kids? And she's like, yeah, sorry.
Kathy says if that was it, there wouldn't be a problem.
And so I thought for sure she's mortified. It was an accident. She'll go get a dog bag, come back, clean it up, and never run here ever again. Not the case.
Kathy says the runner knows what she's doing and comes with napkins in her pockets.
Quick, because it's disgusting. I mean, bottom line is it's disgusting.
Officers have asked Kathy to snap some pictures of the runner and get the word out, hoping she will stop before indecent exposure and public defecation charges. Kathy let me know she's had other people come forward and say that they have the same thing happening to them. They've seen that woman relieve herself outside of a Walgreens and in people's backyards.
Oh.
You know who she is. Police would love to hear from you.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh my!
Now, the yard,
That's crazy.
It makes her faster.
But like they said, there's bath. I think it's a fetish thing. I think she's getting off on it. Like,
so she's shitting in people's yards?
When they catch her, that lady's going to have to go to a lineup and look at a bunch of asses. Which one is it? Number 3.
It's a lineup of
or
stool
number
samples.
2. Yeah, it's going to be stolen. They probably would have a better shot if they gave more of a menacing name. The Mad Pooper sounds like a villain in like Batman comics.
I'm going to tell you a story. I used to work retail at Macy's Ross Park Mall. And I used to work in like the clothing department. And me and a friend was talking like, this bitch looked like she want to fucking shit on herself because she was all stuck up. She went to go in the dressing room. So we're just laughing, ha, 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 ha. Watch, she going to come out.
So you
and
got to clean it up.
She go in there, she shitted everywhere.
You're kidding.
All over the mirrors. And oh, my God. And we were just talking about like, look, she looked like she going to shit on herself.
What would make someone...
She literally
she had Taco Bell the night before.
Shitted all over, and like she literally wiped it all. I guess she heard us, and she wiped it all over the mirrors and everything.
Yeah, there were farts everywhere and toots.
Yeah.
There we go.
Touchdown. All in one.
Those are like the anytime line greatest hits.
Exactly.
So the we're getting it. That kind of like became our new catchphrase.
I like it.
It's from Big Mike drunk dialing the show at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and he had some redneck guy in the South Side with him.
This is Big Mike. I am at the White Eagle.
We're getting it.
We got Big E here, Pookie Nice here. Got Miss Lee.
We're getting it.
Jay and them in the house. We getting it ready. It's gonna be jumping.
That's the Big Mike roll call.
I want to say what's up.
And then the touchdown came from TJ's mom. I was telling you about the calls we get, the weird calls.
Yeah.
TJ's mom's like our official show mom, and she calls in the show. And all the way from Florida, she wears her Idiot Radio T-shirts and tells everybody in Florida about us. And she's like, half her neighbors we probably do stories on a weekly basis. So
Did
she
they
has
catch the Mad Pooper? Yeah.
Unlike Mel, the guy from Philly hates Mel, TJ's mom has a fan.
Hi guys, this is Mark. First time caller. Love the show. I also really love. I really have this. Really like this certain person on your show. And I didn't know if I could bring it up, but TJ's mom. She calls in every once in a while, and her voice. Really like to see her.
What is that noise?
More part of the show.
Is that the clock?
Yeah, she gets me going.
Is he beating the monkey?
Maybe you could tell her about me.
I loved him in Silence of the Lambs. He was great.
I know, right?
Yeah, that voice is just smooth and sensual. It's amazing.
My God, I'm getting hot.
And I love it. It's,
Oh,
yeah,
my
God. I like her.
Oh, he's about to go.
He's finishing.
He's right. He's getting a little speedy Gonzalez.
Moment of silence.
He's ready to blow.
Touchdown.
And he hung up.
Holy shit.
Let's get into football season.
So that's where
I think he just won a Super Bowl.
That's where a touchdown came from.
Touchdown.
That's where that came from. I don't know, guys. I think that's going to wrap up our Monday. That's the way to wrap the Monday
Can't
show.
close. Woo! You follow the Mad
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
The Mad Pooper and Mark the Masturbator. Jim,
Okay, guys.
As always,
Thanks,
it's a super honor, pleasure,
guys. Love to do it
everything.
again, man. You know it. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Check out Jim Krenn. He'll be playing at Mario's Dockside. He'll be live at Mario's Dockside Grill, 1420 Riverside Drive in Beaver, PA, Friday, September 28th, 8 p.m. Purchase tickets at jimkrenn.com. Also, follow the Jim Krenn fan page to see all the awesome Facebook videos and everything. And you know you have the keys. You can come do whatever you want, when you want, and hopefully you can make it out to our show on the 30th.
I'm going to try and get out there. Seriously, I'm going to try and get out there, man.
That'd be awesome.
I'd love doing the show. Anytime, guys. I'd love to do it again. It's an honor.
Thanks for coming.
I got your manager's info, so I'll be stalking him like, hey, Rocco, you hook me up. Get Jim in here.
Oh, man. Had the greatest time, man. A lot of fun.
Also, Friday's show we got coming up, Tyler Ray Kendrick, the feature for the Wolfie Comes Home stand-up comedy show, sponsored by Stoney's Beer. Pure, honest beer.
Great stuff.
It's a whole new setup over there. They're made locally over by Bell Vernon area, I think. I met with the president of the company. They have a whole new formula. They've repackaged. They're going after millennials all the way up to guys in their 40s.
Wow, this is perfect.
It's awesome. Actually, the president of Stoney's will be in the house.
That's awesome.
Sounds good.
So he's bringing a bunch of people, and they're going to give away prizes, and $5 from every ticket is going to go to the teen outreach. It's a $10 ticket. So basically, 50% of everything we make is going to the outreach. And you can buy tickets at idiotradio.net.
Is that the teacher? Is that the teacher course?
I'm gonna buy some equipment for the kids.
All right, kids, this is how you make fart sounds.
Okay, so you download this app, and if you have a guy that's a dummy on your show and he says something stupid, you just do that.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Jim, as always, thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, Jim. Hey, I want to wish TJ and his wife Kelly happy anniversary today.
Happy anniversary. That's why.
Happy anniversary.
And Tim, a happy recovery from his neutering.
Yeah. Neutering. Good luck. Good luck with
that,
Timbo.
His daddy ain't here today. You know that?
He's the shimmery.
All right, guys.
Peace.
Peace.